Because some women start smoking cigars to share a hobby with their husbands or boyfriends. That's because I always smoked cigars, and she's like, I would tell her about it, and she'd be interested since she started smoking, and now she's a cigar smoker.
You can be a female bus driver. You may not have work colleagues that smoke cigars around you, but you may have other family members or friends that smoke cigars, and that's why you smoke cigars as a female.
Are you trying to promote cigars, or are you just trying to promote your body?
Are you trying to promote your OnlyFans?
And that's a valid question. Okay.
Get an interior decorator because damn. Get yourself some nice dresses. And you know what? You kicked him out.
How many times I cooked for your ass? When he came over with the sleeper, I cooked 6 times for him. Because he's hungry. Cooked spaghetti and shit.
Motherfucking goddamn ham sandwich.
I'm your daddy, beat your ass. You cry.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Burn Down Podcast. Eric, a.k.a. Brother Cigar. Justin, a.k.a. Dapper Cigar. Today's topic, we will be talking about the growing rise in female cigar smokers. We always gloss over
females.
We always gloss over the topic. Yeah, there's more women in the cigar industry. It's becoming more prevalent. More relevant.
Prevalent.
Thank you. And
it's that new word. That's that new English.
Yeah, that prevalent.
That new English.
That prevalency. And it sounds like provolone. But I found
a damn ham provolone sandwich.
Goddamn provolone. Provolone sandwich.
Oh man, why you eat cold?
So I actually found a good article from Cigars.com with an S, and it's titled "Female Cigar Smokers: A Growing Trend" that came out this year. And it's
that's at Cigar.
That's at Cigar.
That's at Cigar.
Cigars.com. And it's actually a pretty lengthy article, and goes over a lot of stuff. So, we like articles. We like talking and getting the conversation started. So
we like articles.
We like to talk, especially Justin.
We like to party.
You got the little kickstand on your phone.
Yeah, bro. You like that? You like that shit?
Yeah. Welcome to the 21st century, my dude.
Yeah, I'm grown, man. Now I'm gonna have to start making fun of you for not having the latest phone. What's wrong with you?
My camera still work though.
Man, damn. He got that.
So it's pretty interesting here.
That
pretty interesting article.
13. You got that iPhone 13.
I got a 14 Max Plus.
Oh, damn. You got to get up to them 15s, boy. That's rookie numbers. Y'all bumped them numbers up.
Who's
Speaking of numbers, first section of the article. So obviously we all know that cigars have been associated with men for history, throughout history.
Since the start of cigars.
It's more of a male-dominated industry. However, in recent years, and we've talked about this on our show before, that women have become more prevalent in the cigar world.
We've had plenty of female cigar smokers on the show.
There's lots of. Anytime we go to events now, it's a much more diverse culture.
We had on here? We had Hannah. That's Rojo Corojo.
We've had Cigar Lover Ibis.
Cigar Lover 12 Ibis.
Leo from Nova Cigars.
Leo, she was our first guest.
Wanda from Sticks and Stones.
Yeah, there you go. Keep going.
We had
Her Aficionado. Octavia.
Yep, we had her on.
We had
Big Ashes.
Ashley Big Ash Cigars.
Yep.
Big Ashes.
Big Ashes.
Yeah, Big Ashes.
We had
Sister and Smoke.
What was her name?
That was Sister and Smoke is. Hold on, I cannot remember her name.
No, I know her name.
Hold on here, I'm gonna look it up.
Isn't she
Sister and Smoke? Let's see here. Oh, Ben. That's right.
Ben. Thank you.
Who else? Any other?
we had. Was it Gianni and?
Oh yeah, Millie May.
Millie May.
Yeah, McLaughlin. Oh, we had Mayor Ling, right? No, not Mayor Ling. Oh, she's Cigar Queen on Instagram. We haven't had her on, but we had,
the Cigar Wench.
The Cigar Wench. That is. I don't know her name. Cigar Wench. What is that? That is. How you spell Wench? W-E-N-C-H. Mackenzie, that's who it was. Mackenzie, and then also Cigar Boss Lady.
You know what we should do is we should have a playlist of the women cigar smokers on our.
See,
Why do we not have that?
That's a great idea.
I want to make it right now.
That's a great point.
I'm going to make it right now.
That's a great parent.
I'm going to go to... fuck it. We'll do it live.
Let's see. Oh, what's this? Congrats, Eric. Redeeming your first Amex offer of the year. Thanks.
All right, so content. Can you do playlists? Can you create a new one?
Yeah, you got to do it.
Content.
All right, so while Justin does that...
I don't know if you can. Can you?
I don't know if you have to do it through the YouTube Studio app, probably.
I am.
All right, then if not, then on the computer. But as you do that, the topic today is the growing trend of female cigar smokers. So, it starts off here. Cigar smoking has been long associated with men, but over the past couple of decades, there has been a significant rise in the number of women enjoying cigars. While men still make up the majority of cigar smokers, the gender gap is narrowing as cigars gain popularity among women. So, this is comparing the year and the demographic of 2000, the year 2000 demographic of cigar smokers with females compared to 2021, obviously 21 years later. So according from the data from Statista, in 2021, there were approximately 5.75 million cigar smokers compared to the 2000 demographic of 1.4 million cigar smokers, a whopping 315% increase of cigar smokers, of females, which basically...
What was it?
So in 2000, the demographic of female cigar smokers was 1.4 million. And then in 21 years, it quadrupled to 5.75 million female cigar smokers.
In 20 years?
21 years, yeah.
What should we name the place? Women in Cigars? Women and Cigars?
Yeah. Or SOTL. Sisters of the Leaf.
Should I do that? Yeah. SOTL?
I would just... not everyone knows that acronym. I would just put, women... Whatever you said first. It's a little more appealing.
Women and Cigars?
Yeah, Women and Cigars or something. Yeah, something like that. So they talk about the...
I'm trying to think of like a catchy...
ChatGPT.
Women cigar smokers? I don't know.
I wouldn't put the word smokers on there just because YouTube sucks. Just put women in cigars.
In cigars? Or women of cigars?
Women of cigars. Yeah, there you go. So they talk about the recent trends for this happening. We're getting to Justin has ADD right now and focusing on creating this playlist. But they talk about greater gender equality as society moves towards greater equality between sexes. Long-standing gender norms around smoking cigars have eroded. Cigars are now seen acceptable for women. The other one is called, they call it targeted marketing. So they're saying how cigar aficionado now recognizes women as a growth market, and how a lot more cigar lounges are catering towards women as well, not just men. You have pop culture influence. So they're saying female celebrities like Rihanna and Lady Gaga have helped give cigars a cool feminist edge that appeals to modern women. I don't know if that really is a point there. I haven't really seen Lady Gaga. I definitely haven't seen Lady Gaga smoke a cigar. I've seen Rihanna smoke cigars here and there.
I haven't seen it. But I'm going to have to do this later because it's just way too... it's too difficult on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to click it and it's like, do you want to add videos? Then it shows me all the recently watched videos on our channel. I'm like, I don't want it. It's like all golf videos. There's like how to crack a back in there.
I got distracted. So I was just talking about here the reasons for the trend of basically the cigar women quadrupling in 21 plus years, talking about greater gender equality, obviously.
I just hate how they have to put that first.
Well, I mean, it's inevitable, right?
I know, but it's just like, that's it, really? Like, the gender equality is the reason that cigars, like...
Well, I mean, in the last 20 years, women have become more involved. Now,
my question is, though, like, I can see how... And my question is, in the past, so let's say go back to like 1800s, okay? Were women allowed to smoke cigars?
Oh.
I don't know. Because I know there's probably laws that were, that women weren't allowed to do certain things.
Yeah.
Right? Like there was a long time ago, like women weren't allowed to own property. Right? Wasn't that? And now but now, in the last...
women didn't really work until the industrial revolution, right?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like when they say gender equality, there's nothing that there's nothing that men could. It's not like men could smoke cigars, and then it just so happened that 5 years ago.
I think they're comparing it because there was always that stigma of women couldn't be the same thing as. I mean, women can't be men, right?
Men can't be women.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but I'm just saying when it comes to like
that social aspect.
When it comes to equality, I don't. It says as society moves towards greater equality between the sexes, long-standing gender norms around smoking cigars have eroded. So I guess they were saying that it wasn't normal for women to smoke cigars in the past, and now it's becoming more normal.
Well, yeah.
But when you say gender equality, it makes me instantly think like, oh, they couldn't do that. But
I would put greater equality. Gender. I mean, they have to put gender equality because it's male and female, right? But I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I do agree that as back in 2000, women were in a lot different position than in fucking that where we are today.
Right, but they weren't. It wasn't that they weren't allowed to smoke cigars.
No, but women still. I mean, back in 2000, there was 1.5 million women still smoking cigars.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's not like it was. It's not like a new law came into place says nope, now you can smoke. So they're really. It's the thing. I think the one of the issues is like with the term gender equality. First off, genders are different. Okay, we're different for a reason. God made us separate for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Certain things men can do, women can't. There's certain things women can do, men can't. Okay, we are different species. We are different. We're the same species. I don't want to say species; it's the wrong term. But we are different.
Walks of life.
We're just like biologically and emotionally, and like we're just different.
Yeah,
we're both humans, but we're different. We're like physically. Two breeds. We're like two breeds of the same dog, or two breeds of canine. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it.
We're two different humans.
We're just different. We're different. Yeah. Okay. But I feel like when you say that we're gender equality, it's like, oh well, there's now women can do things that men can do. I'm like, you always were allowed to. Like,
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? When that term gender equality makes me instantly think that there's like a new law, or it's like you couldn't do it in the past and now you can't. You could, like, there's nothing you can't do.
Yeah,
but it
just goes with the media and the mainstream shit saying that all women are equal now to men with jobs and what they can't do.
Yeah, and I say there's nothing that, because I kind of contradicted myself by saying, oh, men can do certain things women can't, women can do certain things men can't, right? And then I contradicted myself by saying there's nothing that a woman can't do that a man can, right? And what I mean by that is legally, right? Like men can't. There's not like a job that only a man can hold that a woman can't hold, right? There's not a law like, oh, men are only allowed to go into this bar and women can't go into this bar. Like that doesn't exist. Okay.
Yeah. There's
but then there's like physical things. Men can't. Like women can give birth. Men can't. That's just.
Are you sure?
You just can't do that.
Are you sure?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you sure? Justin?
But I don't know. We kind of got off topic there, but it's. I feel like the gender equality has gotten like a bad stigma now because everything's like, we got to have gender equality. Have gender equality. I'm like, just like we're different for a reason. Just like we have different roles, okay, in society. Like just
we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah,
the next one is targeted marketing, basically saying cigar brands like and publications like Cigar Aficionado now recognize women as a growing market. I don't know if I can really,
but again, like.
But I don't really see marketing towards women.
That's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like it was only marketing towards unless maybe. How would you? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to put myself 25 years ago. If there was an ad that came out in Cigar Aficionado, okay, there was an ad saying like for how do I turn it off so it doesn't like dim every freaking 10 seconds? If there was an ad in Cigar Aficionado 25 years ago. I had a picture of men around a card table all smoking cigars.
Yeah.
And then every brand, like Padron and Oliva and Arturo Fuente and all these brands would post pictures of, hey, smoke Fuente, smoke Padron, smoke Oliva. And everyone was like a man smoking a cigar, a group of men smoking a cigar, men on the golf course. Men. Then I can say, okay, now are they including women in these advertisements? Now when you see a picture of, smoke Padron, it's like a husband and a wife both smoking. That I can probably understand saying.
But I don't see that.
But I wasn't around 25 years ago smoking cigars, so I can't speak for that. But if that's the case where all of the ads previously were all men, then I'm like, okay, you're kind of targeting a lot of men.
The only time I've ever seen women with cigars is like risque pictures. A girl in a bikini. girl in a bikini, girl in front of a car. I don't actually see actual ads gauged towards women for cigars. I've seen like,
and that's actually a good like off topic is
how would you market?
Well, what I'm saying is you see, yes, women are coming up in cigar industry, right?
Yeah.
Yes, there's more women smoking cigars now than there were 25 years ago. However, there's a large portion, actually I don't want to say large because I don't know the number, there's a portion of those women that are taking the cigar culture and sexualizing it.
Word.
You get what I'm saying? There's a portion of the women in the cigar industry nowadays that are sexualizing the industry. And what I mean by that is they're becoming skinfluencers.
Hell yeah.
They're just smoking cigars and posting risque pictures.
Yeah.
And you can't even see the cigar. They have no knowledge about the cigar. I'm just posting it with them like in a thong. I'm like, guys don't do that. So that's like, I guess that's a negative connotation of coming up in the, and I'm not saying all of them. I know there's a lot of women that don't do that, but I'm saying there are a portion. I've seen accounts that do that. I'm like, are you trying to promote cigars or are you just trying to promote your body?
Are you trying to promote your OnlyFans?
That, and that's a valid question. Okay. And I wonder, is that the case in other industries?
I feel like a couple of years ago I would see it a lot more. I really haven't seen too many. We used to talk about skinfluencers a lot. I feel like I haven't really. I mean, maybe because the algorithms change.
Well, maybe just because we don't follow any of them.
Yeah, I mean, I never really follow them in the first. I never follow.
Well, I'm just saying, like when you first start an account, Instagram just like throws every account at you, right? And you see more of them, but now it's like you don't really you don't see them anymore.
I would say, like, I would agree more with this last sentence about target marketing. It says more cigar lounges cater to women as well. That's where I would think the targeted marketing comes, because I do see a lot more women in cigar lounges. I don't know, that's due just to the community or the friend group that they're in, or if it's actually, saying like ladies' night, come by, one cigar, get one free.
I do see some ladies' night stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see more targeted marketing in lounges towards women than actual like publications. Speaking
of which, where's the men's night? Want to talk about gender equality? Where's the men's night?
Every night, probably.
There is no men's night. Come on. Ladies' night, half off drinks, Wednesday. What about the men? Come on. What about a men's night? You know why there's no men's night? Because men don't want to just go to a bar with a bunch of fucking men. Like, if you want to go out to a bar, like single men don't want to go to a bar where it's just a bunch of other single men. That's why you don't see any men's night.
It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that.
The men want to go to the ladies' night where there's all the ladies.
Yeah, that just doesn't work like that.
Anyway. I did see. There's one in here. Did you say pop? Yeah, you talked about the pop culture one, right? But you haven't seen them.
I don't really.
This one, flavored cigars, and we had talked. It said cigar makers are producing more flavored cigars in bourbon, vodka, and fruit flavors that draw in female smokers. Now we have our opinions on flavored cigars. I've smoked flavored cigar. I don't normally smoke. I have in the past. I have tried some flavored cigars. I do think that flavored cigars can be used as a good tool to introduce people into cigars. But I don't think that you should just only smoke flavored cigars, because there's so much more to cigar smoking than there's more flavors that you should pick up just from the tobacco itself, as opposed to the ones that are purposely introduced into the cigar. But but I don't want to say that it's like, I feel like that's kind of, I guess, is it sexist? Saying it's like, oh, the reason that there's more women is because we have flavored stuff, and they didn't want to try the stuff, the premium cigars before, but now we have flavored, so now they're in it.
But I mean,
is that sexist to say that?
No, because I feel like if you look at history, women always drink the fruity drinks, the fruity, colorful advertising and marketing towards women, because that they like the sweeter stuff.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it has something to do like biologically that women? Because it has been in the past, like if you go into a bar and you would just take a survey, like go into a bar and there's 100 people and 50 are men and 50 are women, and take a survey of what they're drinking. Odds are, most of them, like there's going to, of the women versus the men, there's going to be more women that have a sugary drink than men that have a sugary drink. Or like,
why is that?
I'm wondering, why is that?
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
You know what I'm saying?
We need a female in here to answer that. I just feel always feel like that's what it's always been. Like you always see women get the Cosmo or the.
Oh, it's what I'm saying, or like a Cosmopolitan, or like a Sex on the Beach, or Tequila Sunrise, or
Long Iced Tea,
or like you get like or a sangria or something like that, whereas a guy is gonna get like a beer or a bourbon.
Yeah. I just think it's because it's easier. Men. Men have that rough and rugged, like, so they're like, yeah, beer. I don't, as long as it's beer, it's beer. As long as it's burning going down, yeah, that's what I'll drink. But girls are like, well, I don't really want to, hurt my body like that. I'd rather just kind of just enjoy something sweet.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. I wonder if that, because I would assume, I would probably put money on it that if you were to take a survey of 50 guys and a survey of 50 women, and you go to that bar, what are you drinking? There's probably going to be more women that have some sort of like fruity cocktail versus the men that have a fruity cocktail. I
just think it goes back to like the gender roles. Women. I feel like sweeter things are usually going towards like women, where men is more like the rough and rugged, like bourbons and brown liquor and beers.
You think it's like a marketing thing?
Could be.
It's a good question. I was just curious.
It's a good question. It's always pink is for girls, blue is for boys.
Yeah, like when you do when you do like a gender reveal.
Yeah,
that's why it brought up the question of flavor. Like they're saying, oh, now there's more flavored cigars. You're saying, okay, so what this article is saying is that women traditionally don't like the just premium tobacco, so we have to introduce flavored so that they get into it. And I'm like, well, that's kind of
a lot of females we talk to that smoke cigars always say that they started with like grape flavored cigars or some kind of flavored cigars first, but I would just think it's just use of like I don't know if this is the right term, but like path of least resistance.
Path of least resistance.
Towards like,
Oh, it's on 30 seconds. I don't want to auto lock 30 seconds.
What I mean by that is like it's
5
easier
minutes.
For women just to smoke a flavored cigar that tastes sweet and is not harsh, or drink something that's sweet and not harsh. That's the least.
It's easier on both. I'll be honest. Like, it's easier to drink freaking lemonade than it is.
Well, yeah, true.
Like a
that's
tequila.
I don't know if that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that phrase it makes sense, but
I think it might be more marketing where it's like, guys, you grew up like, all right, come on,
it is,
you got to be like a little tough and don't drink that girly crap. You know what I'm saying?
It goes to like men don't cry, women cry. That's like the thing it goes against.
Anyway,
next one is networking opportunities. Cigar smoking events have emerged as
networking
spaces for women in business. Yeah, which is true because we do a lot of cigar networking events. There's always women there smoking cigars.
The next one is this is actually one I really agree with, the shared hobby with partners, because some women start smoking cigars to share a hobby with their husbands or boyfriends. It's exactly why my wife started smoking cigars. I got my wife into smoking cigars because I always smoked cigars, and she's like, I would tell her about it, and she'd be interested since she started smoking, and now she's a cigar smoker.
Yeah,
and she enjoys it, and she actually goes into the next one where it says stress relief and quote unquote me time. Those two hand in hand, because I would tell her about how much of a stress relief it is. It's great. You go out, hang out in the backyard, whatever. So she started smoking it, and now she's like, I remember when she had one. Like, she was smoking it, and she was like, we were just sitting there, relaxing. It was a glass of wine, and she was smoking, and she looks at me, she goes, I understand why you like this. I'm like, yeah? She goes, yeah, now I really understand. It's like, at first I didn't, but now that I'm kind of like really just relaxing with it and trying to enjoy it and just listening to music, she goes, I really understand why you enjoy this.
Yeah.
I go, welcome to the club. It's like, what? And she's been smoking like ever since, so.
I love it.
Anyway.
Let's see. So
this next topic, I read through and I was like,
so what is this? So from both industry and cultural perspectives, the groundwork is there to rise in female. Okay, but who exactly are these women enjoying stogies? The female cigar smoker.
Yeah. So this one. So this is what they're describing. What this article, this person who wrote this, believes. Are the character traits of a female cigar smoker.
Yeah, this is what a
cigar I kind of like. I'm not saying, now we're going to go through some of these. I'm not saying that a female that smokes cigars doesn't have these character traits. Like, that's obviously quite possible.
Yeah.
But I could also say that a female who drinks a fruity cocktail, or a female who drinks red wine, or a female who does this, or a female who does that, or I can say that they have they can, just because they do one, they enjoy this pastime doesn't make them have these character traits. I feel like they don't go together. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's a bold statement to say. That's like going in and saying,
let's see, what is it? What do they say? So,
well, the first one I say affluent. Cigars are still an expensive hobby, so the typical female cigar smoker has an above average income. I don't know if you can just make that statement. Like, can you just like a blanket statement saying you smoke cigars, you make above average income?
Well, I would think that have some sort to it. I wouldn't see a female bus driver or a female person, or a female like office worker, like an admin or like a receptionist smoking cigars. But I feel like women that are in the corporate world, a lawyer, an accountant, a financial person.
But why not? Because like if you have
I just feel like because they're around certain type of people, like in those industries, they're more likely to be around men that smoke cigars.
I know, but my argument is, if you go into a cigar lounge, we talk about this all the time. There's anybody and everybody. You can have somebody that's below average income. You have somebody that's above average income. You have you have all different walks of life. So how can you go in and just say, "Oh, you smoke cigars, you make more money than the average person"? I don't know if you can just make a blanket statement like that.
Because I think like this: if you're a female bus driver, you're probably not hanging. You probably don't have. You have people that you work with, but you're not like around them all day, every day. You're on your bus route. You clock in, you clock out. If you're a female CFO, you're going to be around other CFO type like people, and you're most likely to more socialize and get into cigars that way. If you're a female, you work at a reception desk or a fast food restaurant, I would say they're probably not smoking cigars. Or the men that in those industries might smoke cigars, but they're probably clean more towards females. And I don't know. I think I think it would just be the demographic.
Do you think that in general, people that smoke cigars make more money than the average person? Because what they're saying is that, so what their argument here is cigars are an expensive hobby, so the typical female cigar smoker has an above average income. So if you take away that second statement, just say cigars are an expensive hobby, then logically, people that smoke cigars can afford expensive hobbies, so they make more money than the average person.
I think it's like this. I think it's kind of yes and no, because I would say for men, no. I don't think if you're a man that smokes cigars, you're not making above average income, because there's different men all over. I would
just say it's not that you're not. You just can't assume.
Yeah, I'm just
right, and that was what my argument before is that you go into a cigar lounge, there's anybody and everybody, so you can't automatically assume. Like the two don't go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like for instance, if you have somebody that owns 4 Rolls Royces, you can make an assumption that they probably make more money than the average person, considering the fact that Rolls Royces are $250,000 at minimum. Okay, so you can like make an assumption there. But considering that there's all different types of cigars, both inexpensive and expensive, and you don't have to, like, you can make below average income and afford a $3 stick once a week.
Yeah, I guess actually, the more I think about it, I guess it doesn't really matter. I think if you're a female cigar smoker, you don't have to have an above average income. I don't think that's true.
Because then that also, you take it one step further, now you're kind of limiting the entry of people. You're saying that, listen, you don't make enough money to enjoy cigars.
Yeah, because like what I said before,
you know what I'm saying?
You can be a female bus driver. You may not have work colleagues that smoke cigars around you, but you may have other family members or friends that smoke cigars, and that's why you smoke cigars as a female. So
right, I feel like it's a limiting fact. With this statement, you're kind of putting people into a.
I think that's false. Negative, false. So yeah, I don't think that's a true statement.
The next one is influential. She's often in a leadership, business, or creative role. Cigars provide networking and deal-making opportunities. Again, I don't know if you can just assume by the act that somebody smokes a cigar, you know everything about them. Like if you go through all of these, there's affluent, influential, jet setter, luxury buyer, hedonist, risk taker. So I don't think that you can just say, all right, she smokes cigars. This is her character, her personality.
I think what this section is doing, cigars always had a stigma of you have to be a rich fancy pants to smoke cigars. Obviously, we know that is not true. Now that there's more females that's relevant in the cigar industry, I feel like that old stigma is now being put on women. Which I don't think is true. That's what I'm saying. So everything I was saying before, I was like, maybe. And that's the way you were just
trying to see how they were thinking on this article.
And I was like, well, if female cigar smokers are probably around more, they're probably in industries that are more, higher paying. But as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, no, you can be a blue collar female worker, or you don't have to have this substantial amount of income. Depending on your circle, you can be influenced by cigars just because your uncle smoked them, or your husband or your friend smoked cigars, and they can be a male and you can be a female and smoke them. So, and
like for instance, like what's the average individual income in America?
I would say like 50.
Is it $50,000-$60,000?
I would say like 55,000 maybe. So
you're telling me that if somebody, let's say it's 55,000, you're telling me that if you make $45,000, you can't enjoy cigars?
Well,
I'm like, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
Because if you make $45,000, but you only spend $20,000 a year, let's say you spend, $1,100 a month in rent, and then everything else you only spend $20,000 a year, and you have an extra 25.
Yeah,
you can smoke cigars.
I would X out this whole section because it says affluent, influential, jet setter, luxury buyer, hedonist, risk taker.
Risk taker. She's bold and confident enough to defy old stigmas against women smoking cigars. She's daring and adventurous.
Granted,
I don't think that's true. Just because somebody smokes cigars, you're going to say that they want to go climb Mount Everest?
No.
They're adventurous. They like to go do... No, I think there's all different types of people in the cigar community, which is why we enjoy it so much. And just because you see somebody, if you go into a cigar lounge, you see a woman in the corner smoking a cigar, you instantly know everything about her. You know that she's a trendsetter. You know that she's high, above average income. She's probably in a executive position. She's got adventurous and a risk taker. No, you don't know all those things. You can't know those things.
No, I think it says, so while coming from a diverse backgrounds, the typical female cigar smoker shares some common personality traits and passions, and tobacco companies are taking notice. I don't think that's true.
Because what's one of the things we say that cigars are? It's a luxury that everybody can enjoy.
Yeah. All right.
And so everybody means everybody.
The next section, I think, is...
ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Yeah. I cut this whole part.
You know what? Hey, Eric, I gotta retract the statement I said before we turn the recording devices on.
Wow.
Before we turn the cameras and the mics on, I said that this was probably going to be a boring topic because I don't like reading through an article. But I take back everything I said. It's opening up some more questions.
Thank you.
It's opening up some better questions.
I know things.
You do know things.
Okay. I knew.
Listen, I'm apologizing.
No,
I'm apologizing on air.
I appreciate
Before we turn this on, I was like, man, that's kind of boring. I don't want to go through this. We talk about this all the time, and I don't want to just read an article.
But you know why?
But it's starting good questions and good conversation. So I apologize.
The reason why I said that we can talk about it because there's bullet points. It's broken up. It's not just one long article that we have to read. It's in different sections, so it's easier. It's easier to break down, read, talk about, and read again.
And I do like how we're like, you know what? I agree with that. I don't agree with this one. I agree with this one. I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, because in the beginning, I was just to reiterate, going back to the typical female cigar smoker. When we were first talking, I was like, yeah, a female cigar smoker has to be affluent because, she's probably in a prominent position. But then I took back my statement because I'm like, no, because that's saying the same. Like that could be the same thing for men.
Yeah, it's contradicting what we say about cigars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you know what? After we're talking about it, no, she doesn't have to be a CFO. She can be a bus driver. She can be a receptionist and enjoy the same luxuries.
And you know what? Everybody that's listening and watching, this is exactly why you need to have conversations about topics. Okay, when you talk things out, you understand them more, and you can have a better idea of your position on the topic. Instead of just taking it for what it is at face value and then regurgitating that elsewhere, you sit down, you have a topic, you question the topic, you talk about the topic, and then you formulate your own ideas. Because at first, if we would have taken it at face value, we'd be like, yeah, that's right. They're affluent, they're higher class, but then the more you talk about it, you're like, no, that's not really true.
Mm-hmm.
It's a luxury that everybody can enjoy.
I agree.
This is why you have conversations, people.
This is why you got to talk it out, even if you have different opinions.
Exactly.
So let's see here. The next statement or section here is catering to female aficionados. Cigar makers are keen to cash in on the rise of women enjoying cigars. Many top brands now offer products specifically for women: flavored cigars, smaller sizes, mild blends, pretty packaging, cigar accessories, cigar events. All right.
The one thing they talk about, like pretty packaging.
That's the exact one I was just going to talk about.
I mean, how do I feel about this? I can say yes. Typically, like women, like when they go get dressed as women, like flowers, women like nice dresses. You go to Bloomingdale's, get yourself nice dresses.
That was on the other day. I watched that.
And hire interior decorator.
Because damn. I was literally just fucking saying that line. Literally yesterday, bro. Men in Black was on. I was like, get an interior decorator because damn.
Get
yourself some nice dresses. And you know what? You kicked him out.
Yeah, you know what? You kicked him out.
Men in Black.
Because you were better off with him anyway.
Men in Black.
So the pretty packaging. So I can see that when, like, for instance, if you have like a pink band, it might, women that like pink might be drawn to that as opposed to like some dark rapper. It'd be like, I don't really want to go to that. So I can understand that. Is that the case for all women? No, absolutely not.
I would feel like there's a small amount of I couldn't even tell you a pretty packaging cigar that I've seen recently. Like, oh, that's pretty, quote unquote, cute for women. Like, do you think anything come to mind? They say here packaging from La Polina, A. Flores, and Punch brands draw in female buyers, but I don't even know what cigars.
There's the Rose of Sharon one is pink.
Oh, the Rose of Sharon.
That is by Southern Draw. There's also the H. Upman.
The Banker.
H. Upman Banker has a pink one.
Yeah.
Has a rosé, I think it's called.
What's the Groovy Blues or the disco? What's the?
That's Superfly.
Yeah, isn't that
it's like purple.
Yeah, it's purple. Yeah, those.
I mean, who's our guy?
But even then,
what's his name? Is it DeFusco?
Oh, Nick
DeFusco from Miami.
Nick Fusco, yeah.
Has what's his cigar brand again?
That is Nick Fusco from.
It's Nick Fusco.
El Mago Cigars.
Not DeFusco. Nick Fusco from El Mago, and he's got the pink and blue one. That's like bright colors. It's real Miami-esque.
Miami stuff. But yeah, I mean, just goes back to what I was saying before, like bright pink, like girly-esque colors. Those, that's what makes sense. But even then, even like the Rose of Sharon or H. Up in the Banker, I had never looked at them like, oh, they're pink, oh, they're girly. I would just be like, oh.
I mean, there's one cigar account in particular that am I even gonna know it? It was a woman cigar.
A woman.
I'm just gonna type in cigar pink because I don't know if cigars with a pink twist. Yes. So this is her name is Sanna, Sanna. I don't know why this popped up, but she posts everything pink.
Oh my god, bro! Yeah, that's how the fuck did you, that's an old ass account? Does she still post?
Let's see. She posted 5 days ago.
Holy shit!
But she posts everything like pink.
Oh yeah.
So her favorite color is pink, and she posts like pink cigars. She's got a pink lighter, pink this,
Great
pink that.
memory. Can I see that again? I haven't seen her profile in so long.
I can't believe I don't follow her back though. But,
yeah, cigars with a pink twist. That's right, bro. Wow.
Hit follow back for me.
Yeah, done. Yeah, you're right. She always has pink in her pictures, no matter what it is. That's so funny.
Yeah, I think the reason why I remember that is because I think I had posted a long time ago about the Rose of Sharon, the Southern Draw pink one, and I must have like hashtag pink or something, and she had commented on it and like DM'd said, "Yeah, I love that cigar, whatever it is." I forgot the whole conversation.
Cigars with a pink twist.
And then I'm like, cigars with a pink twist, and I looked at the account. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
That's so funny.
Because I remember back when we were doing like color splashing. Yeah. We were making our accounts very visually pleasing, and then she popped up when I posted that one. I'm like, oh wow, that's really cool. It's like a whole, because I remember Googling it. Oh, you have to have a theme. Right? Remember when the themes of your page was a big thing? It's like, all right, blue theme, green theme, or black and white theme. And we were saying, all right, our theme is going to be black and white, but you're going to color in the cigar. And that was like our theme. She had a pink one. I was like, oh, that's like really cool. I've never seen a pink cigar theme.
Yeah, everything was always pink.
Yeah, that was wild. The themes.
But like, I feel like some of these things that they just threw in, that's already in the cigar industry. That's just like not towards like, okay, now it's catered towards women, or it can be towards women. But like, flavored cigars have always been around. Okay, but are they really making more flavored cigars just for women? I don't think so. Mild blends, light and medium bodied cigars are smoother for new smokers. They've always been making mild bodied cigars, mild blend cigars. So it's not really marketing towards women. Smaller size.
Who wrote this article?
I couldn't find a name, unless it's.
Well, it's this person. Is this the person?
This person.
Oh no, that's just the support thing. Oh crap! fucking A. Now I'm all fucked up.
So
I clicked the thing, and now it's all the thing is all the thing.
So we'll move past this one.
No, so the reason why I asked who wrote this article is because as I'm scrolling, it's just saying the same thing over and over again. Like, for instance, reasons for the trend, okay? And then you scroll down, they describe who the female cigar smoker is. And then they describe catering towards it. And then you go down even further, and it says trends among female cigar smokers. And then it says, why do women smoke cigars? Like, why do women smoke cigars is also the reason for the trend. Like, I feel like it's repeating itself. Because it's just saying the same thing, but in a different way every single time.
It's the reason why people smoke cigars, not because of women. Why women smoke cigars: relaxation, luxury, freedom, networking.
I know.
It's why people smoke cigars. It's not.
But they're also saying, like up here, right? That said, they go reasons for the trend, targeted marketing, right? So they're saying they're marketing more towards women, flavored cigars, networking opportunities, right? So then you go down here and it says catering to females, flavored cigars, networking opportunities. So I'm like, you already said that above top, and then you scroll down even further, and it says. Trends. So they're smoking at home with your partner, and then it says, why do they smoke? Relaxation, luxury, network. It's like you're just saying the same stuff in different ways.
Yeah.
Does that what it feels like that, right? It feels like they're saying the same things different ways.
It's a little bit repetitive, but the trends among female cigar smokers, this was what I was kind of going towards in the beginning about being affluent and above average income, is the first one that says millennials at the forefront. Because, our age group, there are more single women and more women in corporate America and aren't starting families more than ever. And this is where I was getting at. It says millennials at the forefront. Young professional women under 35 are a top segment driving growth. Cigars represent luxury and status. So, yes and no. That's originally where I was that's where I was going with that. But again, cigars still represent luxury and status no matter what, male or female. But it's not I wouldn't say it's a trend. You're not just seeing all of a sudden professional young women getting into cigars just because they're young and professional.
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, it's exactly what we were talking about before. Is I think they're making a blanket statement on two things that have no relation to each other.
Because
just because somebody smokes cigars doesn't mean you know everything about them. You can't say, all right, you smoke cigars, therefore you make more money. You smoke cigars, therefore you're adventurous.
You're a risk taker.
You smoke cigars, therefore, what was the one thing you said?
I just feel like they're taking the same reasons why, not everything, but some like these bullet points here: pairing with drinks, health concerns, discerning tastes. These are all the reasons why people and men smoke cigars. Men pair it with drinks. It's not just because women like to pair it with drinks.
Well, exactly. I mean, you go further down. It says, why do women smoke cigars? They say relaxation, luxury, freedom, networking, socializing, flavor, journey. Like, this is not why women smoke. This is why people smoke cigars.
Yeah.
This is why everybody smokes cigars. It's relaxing, okay? They say luxuries. It represents an affordable luxury and indulgence for self-care. But it's a luxury that everybody can.
Another trend: buying online in apps for convenience. Many women utilize e-commerce sites and apps like JR Cigars, Famous Cigar.
That's not just women. That's everybody.
That's not a trend, though. Yeah,
I know.
But why? But why consider that a trend for women?
I think that's just a trend in general, being that we're in the age of the internet, and it's
the real.
25 years ago, you didn't have the internet. You couldn't buy cigars online. Now you can. So obviously it's more of a trend, because back 25 years ago, if you wanted a cigar, you had to get off your ass and go down to the cigar shop and buy cigars. Now, if you want cigars, you go on your phone and you go to freaking whatever website you want to go to and you buy cigars. You go to the burndownpodcast.com and you buy blueprints.
That's it.
Plug.
I just feel like for me, it's only like one or two reasons why there's a higher rate of women smoking cigars. And it goes back to that, gender, social status. Women are always been, well, not always, but women for the majority of at least our lifetime are always equal. So I think it's a balance of this gender equality movement type of thing, but also there's more women that want to try new hobbies, want to try different aspects of life, as opposed to the generic things that women are supposed to be into. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was trying to think of a reason why I feel that women are up and coming in the cigar world, and I don't know. I don't think it's any of these reasons saying like, oh, now because they can buy online, so now they're in the cigar world, or because it's pretty packaging, so now they're in the cigar world. No, I think it's just because, as we evolve, as time moves on, it just there's more. I don't know. I guess
it's a good question.
I don't know why you would see
really
more.
Pinpoint it. It says the one trend is higher in West and South regions. Trends show women smoking in Western and Southern U.S. states compared to other regions. Like, okay, maybe because it's warmer out. There's more time to be outside and try something new because I don't know. I don't know the reasoning or why I feel that they're. I don't think that you can just make a blanket statement about anybody because they smoke cigars. I don't think there's actual real marketing out there.
No,
that's first of all, the marketing for cigars are limited, and I would like to see the percentage that actually reaches women.
It says future of female cigar smokers. One of the bullets is there's more lounges and clubs for women. Spaces like drawing rooms and salons will give women friendly, modern environments to enjoy cigars. What?
You show me a hair salon that is okay for women to smoke cigars.
So you can go to
smoking in general,
a paint night and enjoy cigars. You can go get your hair done, your nails did, and enjoy cigars.
You can't.
No,
you can't smoke. If they're talking about a salon as a hair salon, which they're probably not, but you can't smoke anything in a hair salon because you're going there to get your hair done, and if there's any kind of smoke in the atmosphere in that little section, it's going to stink up your hair. So that's stupid. Targeted product innovation. Expect new products like flavored cigars and smaller vitolas to cater towards women and cigars suited for new female.
I can see that, like, the fact that there's a little bit more flavored cigars probably can bring more people into the industry.
Yeah.
And then thus you start smoking non-flavored and more premium cigars stuff. So I can see that, but I don't know. Just saying that, like, because there's,
I just feel like there's already enough flavored cigars out there. There's already enough flavored cigar brands out there. I don't think there's all of a sudden this influx of flavored cigars coming out just for women.
Do you think maybe like social media has something to do with it? Whereas, and my thought behind this is, so 50 years ago, 100 years ago, you didn't have any social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all you saw was your local community. And if all you saw in your local community was men smoking cigars, then as a woman who wanted to try it, you probably like shied away from it maybe.
Uh-huh.
But now that there's social media and you can see the entire world, if you're a woman that wants to smoke cigars and you see other women on social media smoking cigars, you might be a little bit more comfortable saying, oh no, there's plenty of women out there that are smoking cigars. I'm not weird for doing it. Do you think maybe social media is helping in that aspect?
100%, because I see it. I'm like, oh shit, this woman smokes cigars. This woman smokes cigars, and this is one of the bullet points. It says changing perceptions. The image of cigar smokers as older elitist men will phase out as more younger professional women embrace the cigars. Embrace. Sorry, I had a mouthful of saliva. Women embrace cigars. Again, you know what? To go back on what we think is why that's changing. I think a lot of it is because of social media. Because you can see more people. You can just type in or Google or
and there's hashtag, communities. Yeah, there's communities.
There's communities, and the women that have been smoking cigars for 10 years already that have been in these communities are now on social media, and now they can reach other women. And then maybe that woman who was maybe interested in it, but never took the jump because they're like, oh, it's dominated by male, and she sees a pretty cigar woman smoking. She's like, oh, this girl smokes cigars. I'm gonna smoke her. Let me shoot her a DM. Oh, she's in my area. Let me go to one of the events, and boom, there you go. I would. You know what? I think it's the rise of social media.
The rise of social media. There you go.
It has to be. What has drastically changed in 20 years?
Yeah, the internet.
Exactly. 2000, the internet was just coming.
Internet is the biggest.
I think
change.
we just answered our own question. Because
just delete the episode.
Start from the beginning. Why are women?
Why women? Social media.
Social media. Boom. That's the
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
It's I don't know. The article was in depth, but I felt like it was a lot of repeating topics and repeating segments. It was kind of just being blanketed for cigar people in general. It wasn't really being towards women. I think if it was based around the rise of social media, because you do see a lot of cigar smoking groups on social media. You see SOTL groups and female cigar smoking nights and all these different female cigar smoking clubs and stuff like that. And she smokes too, and that's where I think the growth is.
Yeah.
So great conversation.
It was good. Opened up a lot of questions.
If any of you guys or gals listening to this and want to share it with any females that are thinking about or even liking cigars, share it with them. It's a great conversation. We love women in the cigar industry. It helps us because we sell our own cigars. Quick plug.
Blueprints.
If there's more female cigar smokers, that's more of a chance of someone buying our cigar that's not a male.
Exactly.
It's
a whole nother half of the world.
Whole new world.
So that's going to do it for us here at the Burnout Podcast. We hope you liked this episode. If you did, please hit the like button. If you did like this episode, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. And wherever you're listening, give us a rating, 5-star rating, 5 thumbs up. Share it with a friend, share it with a pal, share it with a colleague. Also, check out our website, burnoutpodcast.com, okay? And become a member. You can get entered into monthly giveaways. You get discounts to our cigars. And we're also going to be possibly in the future adding a second tier. We're going to have some behind-the-scenes content, some extra content that if you're a second-level member, you'll get access to that. That's in the works. Okay, we've talked about that. It's not released yet. It's not official, but it's in the works, so it's a possibility. Also, for events, we do events, okay? We do weddings, we do golf outings, we do corporate events, networking events, custom labeling, custom accessories. We can be there to hand out cigars. We can set up a cigar bar for you.
I have another idea I want to talk to you about another avenue we can go down.
We'll talk about it off camera.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're doing an event, please reach out to us. It's burndown.mail@gmail.com, or you can just reach out to either myself, the Dapper Cigar, or Eric Brother Cigar, or Burnout Podcast on Instagram. We would love to make your event a little bit extra special by adding our cigars and our little special touch to your event, so please reach out to us. But that's going to do it for us here on the Burndown. I'm Justin. That's Eric.
Cheers. Chin chin. Salute. Thank you, guys and gals. We love you. We'll see you on the next one.